Broadcasting live from the hospital. Good morning. It's day 7, and our affirmation for today is Embrace Challenge. And I'm making this video from the hospital because I had a hysterectomy yesterday. And usually I share my stuff, the things I'm going on with the public. I will post things on Facebook, and this time it felt not necessary because I am feeling very confident in myself and very secure with my choices. But also, there's a desire to not have to hear anybody else's fears or their worries. So many people are afraid of the hospital. Like, I am, most of the time you'll hear me talking and I'm like all about Eastern approaches and healing with your mind and, faith healing. I'm all over that. But when it comes down to it, when I need Western medicine, or when, I know that there's a lot of greatness in Western medicine. Every time I've been in the hospital, I've had excellent experiences. I never go through the crap that other people go through. I'd never have the same issues that other people go through. Like, I have very pleasant hospital stays. Like, I had my hysterectomy yesterday, and, people were like, my God, you look amazing. You don't even look like you've just had surgery. I'm like, I know, I was asleep. I felt really good, And I had my doctor take pictures of my uterus. So I had a hysterectomy because I had a uterus that was full of fibroids. And I've had 3 surgeries over my lifetime to remove uterine fibroids, and they come back immediately, and they come back large. First time they took out 7 pounds of tumors. Second time they took out 21 tumors. And this time the doctor was like, well, your uterus, you don't have any uterus left. All you have are wall-to-wall tumors. And I don't really feel like that's, we're going to be able to save your uterus. We need to just take it out. And I said, okay, well, I'm going to hold out for a miracle. And, like, here's the deal. When you get in there, if there are no fibroids present, then you just close me back up and send me on my way. But if you go in there and it's wall-to-wall tumors still, then you get to take out my uterus. And he agreed. And so he got in there, and I asked him before. I said, I want you to take a picture of my uterus. And he says, well, your uterus is so special that, yes, we'll be taking a picture of it. And I said, yeah, but I want you to take a picture of it while it's still in my body. I want to see my guts. And he says, how am I going to do that? We got to keep you sterile. How are we going to get a sterile environment with taking pictures? And I said, just don't use my iPhone. My iPhone is filthy. Don't use my iPhone. So anyway, I thought that I was just going to get the pictures with the of just the uterus, but actually he did take a picture of it, of my uterus, while it was still attached to my body. Fucking awesome, man. It's just so cool. Um, I I love I love science. And anyway, so that's what's going on with me. That's why I'm broadcasting from the hospital. I'm going to be here until Friday. And yeah, so I'll be here till Friday, and then I'm going to go home and get back to work. I'm not going to be doing any discovery sessions or taking any calls, or doing my coaching sessions until I'll start again, I think, on Monday. Yeah, because I thought I was going to be in the hospital sooner, but honestly, I'm just really healthy and I'm recovering very quickly, and my energy is high, and I'm doing really well. So I'm going to get out and get back to work, get back into the swing of things. I love my work. My work is not even work. My work is play. And I feel really blessed about that. And it's really it's hard to stay away from it because it's kind of like telling a little kid, no, you can't go out and play handball when that's what you love to do. Like, oh no, I can't go play handball. I used to love handball when I was a kid. Anyway, so today's affirmation is about embracing challenge, and I really, of course, I resonated with it. It makes perfectly good sense to me. It says, I am delighted to embrace challenges. I am a superhero who thrives on learning new things and using my resourceful mind, my intuition, and the power of my prayers to bring success to all my endeavors. That's really interesting to me because being a superhero, when we see superheroes, they're kind of just like when we see them in movies and comic books, there's some kind of a tragedy that happens that makes them awaken to this phenomenal power. And I don't feel like we need any more tragedy to happen. I think we've all experienced enough tragedy that we get to awaken to awaken to our powers right now. We don't have to wait. And our powers, our superpowers, are the ability and our willingness and our desire, our enthusiasm. That's where our power is, because the more we feel um, those positive, creative feelings, the more powerful we are, the more enthusiastic we are about where we are, the more success we'll have. Like, for example, people were like, oh, you're going in for a hysterectomy, that's really sad, and like, oh, too bad you couldn't keep your uterus, and oh, you're going to Kaiser Hospital, and they've got a rotten reputation. And I'm like, I actually feel really great about my doctors, and I've had nothing but super positive experiences being at Kaiser. I've had surgery at Cedars-Sinai. I've had surgery at UCLA, and UCLA is on the bottom of my list. Cedars-Sinai, I had a great experience over there. I gotta say, this experience with Kaiser has exceeded my experience at Cedars-Sinai. Why? Because I think I'm enthusiastic. I think I'm focused on what I desire. I think I'm focused on what I need, and I feel like I trust the universe. And also, Kaiser, I think, has gotten their act together because their staff is so friendly and helpful and nice and warm and smart and like really just a fantastic team. Not just the doctors, but the whole staff. My anesthesiologist was awesome yesterday. Then just so funny and warm. This woman who comes in, I'm like, oh, that's a beautiful ring. She's like, yeah, I designed it myself. I'm like, oh, just a woman straight out of, right after my own heart. Just awesome experiences all around. I have a private room, and my nurses have just been really nice and attentive and communicative and again smart, just really really good. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm having a great time. I don't know why I even started talking about that again. Okay, so I'm talking about your enthusiasm, and your positive feelings are what makes your experience positive, you know? And this learning new things, using your resourceful mind, using your intuition, and using the power of prayer, those are your tools for making your life rock. When you don't know something, go out, use your mind, go out and find out how to get what it is you need, to learn what it is you need to learn. Ask people, and be fearless. Ask people who have what you want. Ask them how they got it, and ask them to share it with you. People who truly are in possession of something have it to give, right? It's amazing. Using your intuition, I think that's probably our second affirmation. Yeah, follow your intuition, ask your spirit guides. And your prayer, the power of prayer is everything. When you have a mental block, you pray for it to be opened. And your prayer is not just the words on your lips, but the feeling in your body. So when you pray with feeling, that's how you know that your prayers are going to be answered. When you pray and you are wanting something, like, I want a boyfriend, I want a boyfriend, I want a boyfriend, and you're feeling like, I don't have a boyfriend, I want a boyfriend, then what you're praying is actually the lack of a boyfriend. And the universe is going to respond to you with a lack of a boyfriend. When you pray, though, however, and you say, I am whole and I'm ready to meet my partner, and you feel ready, the universe responds with plenty of opportunities for perfect partnership. Partnership that matches where you are in the moment. So prayer is super important, especially as we go through this fearless living experience. Your prayer, uh-oh, I thought I had the mic plugged in. I have the mic attached, but I didn't actually plug it in. Oh well. Anyway, so your prayer is your opportunity to get in alignment with the thing that you want. That's all that prayer is. So let's say that I'm writing and I am uh, I'm experiencing apprehension and fear, and I'm not able to write. Yeah, I'm not able to write because I'm having writer's block, or the fear and the apprehension has gotten so strong that I can't write. So I can perpetuate the fear and the apprehension by not writing, by continuing to not write, and to perseverate, to focus on the fear and the apprehension. Or I can pray, God, I want to write, a prayer of supplication, which means that you don't have it, which means that you're praying not having it, not going to help you overcome your writer's block, but instead pray with the most that you have in affirmation. So it can be, I pray, I pray writing, I write, I'm a writer. I'm going to go write something right now. I'm writing my name. My name is Crystal Lynn Bell, and I'm writing that. And you're affirming, and you're also taking action. And even though it might be stupid, you think that's stupid to write your name. It's only your ego that thinks it's stupid. The universe responds to that. And for me, I didn't realize how much I was writing. And I'm like, oh, I'm not a writer, but I'm like, but I'm writing this. I'm over here writing this. I'm writing that. And then I'm writing all the time. I just wasn't writing a novel, but I was writing and, learning how to communicate on paper and telling stories in ways that I didn't know that I was telling. And I was praying, 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 you know, through my actions and through my feelings. And what do you know? I've put together all my stuff, and I've got a book already written, and I didn't even know it. So all I'm saying is, your feelings are your prayers. You take some kind of an action without judging the action as being stupid or inappropriate. You put that together and you have powerful medicine. And that's your superhero power. Every day I thrive as I welcome new challenges, great and small, into my life. Welcoming new challenges every day, great and small. Absolutely. Yeah. Love it. Happy to take on the challenge of, sometimes it's just getting up to walk. Like, they're going to bring me in, they're going to take out the catheter at 8 o'clock, and then they're going to make me walk. There's a part of me that's like, oh my God, my guts have been opened and my insides exposed and I'm sewn together with string and staples, like, you want me to walk? And then there's the other part of me that's like, hell yeah, let me walk, because, the more I walk, the faster I'm going to heal. And pretty soon, in 6 weeks, I'll be able to run. So, yes, please, let's get me walking now. Where others may view challenge as the potential to fail, I welcome challenge with open arms, realizing that I am expanding my intellect, my inner wisdom, and even my body with each opportunity that comes. Absolutely. The potential to fail, one of the things that we have to do as fearless beings is enjoy the possibility of doing something wrong. Now, I ultimately don't believe that I do things wrong. I don't think it's possible to do things wrong. You do things where you are. Your actions are where you're aligned. There's no right or wrong. And I don't think it's really helpful to say that that's the wrong way to do it. We can look at it as another way of doing it. I did it this way. An expert says you can do it this way. Fine. I've had lots of experts tell me that I'm doing something wrong. Like when I was giving away Fearless Living Boot Camp, like for free, they're like, you can't do that. That's wrong. And I'm like, I'm doing it because I feel it. And it doesn't feel wrong to me. As a matter of fact, it feels like the rightest thing I've done in a long time. It feels good to have done it. And for free. And I love it. And I think other people are loving it too. So many people are benefiting and we're creating a community. So I think that saying something is wrong is not helpful. Saying that you're failing is not helpful. However, when you go in and you do something and you bump your head against a wall, some people call that failure. And sure, we can for this moment use that as the idea of like, okay, you didn't do it right, but we're going to leave that. Once we finish talking about it like this, then we're going to leave those ideas. We're not going to let the idea of failure and right or wrong be something that sticks in our bodies. But for this conversation, we'll say that there's failure. You need failure in order to thrive, in order to get ahead. You need to get things wrong so that you can work harder, dig deeper, and excel in the future. If you came in and you did everything right, where's the learning for you? The whole point of being here on earth is to experience things and really to be out of alignment so that you can come back into alignment. When you're out of alignment, you're in what we call contrast. When you come back into alignment, you're in alignment and you don't have any contrast. Well, you're in your God state, but you only know you're in your God state by the contrast that you've experienced before. So you got to go in and out of alignment in order to really thrive. If you're just in alignment, then you don't have a point of being in this body. So you come into alignment, you get the thing that you desire, you get into the groove, you start making your way toward that thing you desire. You hop out of alignment because you're here to thrive. You have your fear that comes up. Those are all opportunities to help you enrich and expand your spiritual experience here on earth. You come back into alignment and it's a dance. It's like when you're dancing with a partner, like dancing salsa, and your partner is taking you on a journey. I'm thinking that as the female, and I have a masculine lead that's taking me on this journey, it's beautiful to not know which way to go, but to have to just feel. And sometimes you stumble, not necessarily stumble, fall, but you don't know which way you're going, and so you have to just be loose and go with the flow. And sometimes you find yourself coming out of alignment as your body is shifting, right? But it's that shift that feels so cool, and it looks awesome when you see that snap in salsa. So cool when you see dancers and they do that, and it adds to the beauty of the experience. It's not failure, it's movement through. That's why we don't need terms like failure. You know, we want to communicate these feelings, but those feelings are not outdated, but they're not as useful as they used to be. In this new paradigm that we're experiencing, it's about us being in the full range of our emotions. We accept our sadness with joy. We accept our pain with joy. We accept our failure with joy, you know? And that's just not the way we were taught, you know? That's the old paradigm is that failure and pain are hard and bad. Okay, so I have to keep moving. So listen though, I'm gonna tell you that they took pictures of my guts. And so, oh, and Emily's coming in to check on me. So I have to end my video right now, but they took pictures of my guts. So I'm gonna make a blog post and I'm gonna put the pictures in the blog. If you don't want to see them, I'll put them down at the bottom so you can read the blog without having to see the pictures. And anyway, so I will check in with you tomorrow. And yeah, have a wonderful, fearless day. Be strong and thrive. Okay? I can't wait for you to see the pictures of my guts, but that's going to have to be a blog post because it's pretty intense, the emotion and all the beauty that's involved with it. All right. Bye for now, friends.